Welcome to my channel. I'm Kim from Kimmy's Creations, and today I have my first Reddit story to read. All the links will be linked down in the description, so if you want to go check out the Reddit page after, you can. So this is called Gloomy Crimson Morning. Darren woke up earlier than usual one morning. He felt disassociated. Everything just felt imaginary. This feeling had slowly creeped up on him over the course of a few days without a reason he could pinpoint. Other than his 9-to-5 job, he didn't do much else besides watch the flowers and plants in his front yard blossom and bloom. Something felt off. All that coffee's getting to me. I can't handle all that caffeine. Darren proceeded to get ready for work. He had chocolate cake and raspberry pie for breakfast, but decided to skip his daily routine of a caffeinated beverage. The sky was very cloudy, and the dark silver shine of it all was almost a reflection of this bizarre ambience that had plagued him as of late. Darren finally went out of the door after about 2 hours. His car was out of fuel, so he knew he was walking to the hotel, which felt tedious to him. Darren felt increasingly dizzy with each step. The faces of the people passing by looked slightly blurry to him. Oh, what's gotten into me? Maybe I should have had that coffee. Not too long after that statement, he realized it wasn't simply a lack of granulated seeds. After the sensation of moisture trickling down his chin, he felt it, and then looked at his fingers. Blood. A nosebleed? But why? The air wasn't dry that day. A neighbor down the street named Alicia asked, "Hey Darren, are you okay? Your nose is bleeding." Darren, "I'm fine. A few drops of blood don't faze me." Alicia grew more concerned when drops of blood streamed out of the corners of his eyes. Alicia, "No, you need medical care. Your eyes are bleeding. Please, Darren." A large waterfall-like amount of blood poured out of his mouth very quickly. Alicia loudly screamed and ran to call an ambulance, but Darren had ran very far ahead in a state of terror. He had ran to a busy street in his relatively small town and into a supermarket. Blood still pouring out of his mouth at rapidly shifting quantities. The pores on his skin started to bleed next. The tile in this store wasn't as absorbent as the concrete outside. People slipped as they tried to flee, feeling fear and disgust. He remembered there was a medical facility above the store. He rushed to the elevator, frantically trying to reach the top floor. The elevator door shut after terrified people fled the elevator. Dogs were barking. Chaos surrounded him. The profuse bleeding started to cause a flood in the elevator. The blood was filling the elevator quickly to the point where Darren was floating, waiting for the doors to open. Fear of suffocation was extremely stressful. He feared this would be his last moment on the planet. To his relief, the doors opened, and what can only be described as a tsunami or waves of blood drained out. Every inch of his clothing was dark red, soaked in blood. To his dismay, the health facility was empty and abandoned. He hadn't been on that floor in years and had no clue. The blood loss had slowed down, and he went down a ramp exit while trying not to fall because of the slope. Out of breath, he slowly went to the nearby harbor and bathed in the water. He wanted this stench of blood to go away. Darren saw shark fins approach him at a fast pace, so he quickly reached the dock, saw an ambulance, and felt a glimmer of relief. He was driven to the medical care, but no doctor knew what this mystery illness was. They thought it was best to keep him in an airtight room with an oxygen tank until further testing in case this was a contagious disease of some sort. So if you have a story and you give me permission to read it, please let me know in the comments. You can drop your Reddit name. What did you think of this story? Thank you for watching, and if you want me to keep reading Reddit stories, hit the follow button, hit the like button, let me know, and I will see you on the next one.